Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am of course Hunter Salazar. You don't really see my face right now, but this is going to be a video describing how to make a Money Mojo bag. Now, Kavita, my business partner, made this inscription with a sequence of numbers and a sigil on the back on Green Aventurine Crystal. And this is meant to draw money, prosperity, and abundance into your life. That will be the core of this Mojo bag. And Kavita and myself will be making more videos. We will be putting out probably a Patreon, our own Patreon channel in the near future that's separate from the one I already have. And don't forget to look at the links in the summary section of this video and see how to find her Etsy shop as well as her eBay shop and how to purchase some of the things that she makes, because she does quality work. Some of it just seems industrial grade, but she does this and she does a very good job. So this is going to be a Money Mojo bag. So this one is for drawing money. This Green Aventurine Crystal. I will probably be making, this is another one that she has sent me, that she sells. And this is for love, relationships, and emotional healing, aligned with heart chakra. That is to come, but that also has a heart sigil on the back. So how do you make a Money Mojo bag? There's a few things to consider. Well, many things actually. So you have to consider what kind of herbs that you want in it. Road opener in general is a really solid combination of herbs for you to include in a, honestly, in any kind of bag that is trying to bring a change or bring abundance and bring something into your life. Road opener is a really good combination of herbs, and you can honestly find that on Amazon or in a lot of spiritual shops, most spiritual shops that have herbs. And probably eBay as well. Road opener is kind of a combination of herbs. I have here as well selenite. Now, this is not the selenite stick I'm going to be using. This is a piece of it that I will be using. So this is kind of what selenite looks like. It is not to be placed in water. You can place it between candles and a water vessel to kind of like channel the energy, but do not place selenite in water. That will also be with the Green Aventurine Crystal at the kind of like the heart of the Mojo bag. And it is up to you if you want to use Florida water or holy water or some other kind of sacred water. Ganga Jal, you can use that as well. Or you can use a number of fragrances that you feel draws money or that that are prevalent as far as your sense orientation towards wealth or money or abundance. I'm going to use Florida water. I'm going to put this holy water aside, but you can use that as well. So now we get to the point where we talk about offerings. So if you're going to make a Mojo bag and you want to make an offering to a spirit, a saint, a god, or a goddess, you might want to, this is Saint Expedite oil, and that's going to be the offering that I'm going to be making. Now I'm going to use a lighter here, but usually you want to use matches when you're making a Mojo bag. But for the sake of expediency, that is what I'm going to use here. And then you might want to mutter a prayer or a request over the candle. Saint Expedite, bring money and prosperity into my life. Place it down. And then the offering to Saint Expedite will actually be included into the bag. But you can place the pennies, the shiny pennies, around the candle. You basically just have to know how a spirit likes its offerings and what offering what offerings it likes. Perhaps find an oil of that spirit or god, or maybe even like a little talisman or symbol of that god, goddess, or spirit, and make a little offering. Tea light candles are wonderful, and then whatever offering they usually like, you can place it around that before you put it in the mojo bag. But most definitely, I will be putting these pennies in the mojo bag. You might even want to anoint to your third eye, right between your eyebrows, with the oil, or with it could be some kind of water, or even like fragrance, some kind of like even petals crushed up, depending on the spirit, depending on the god, depending on whatever saint that you use. Now, this next one's a little bit more esoteric. So this is Fehu. I've drawn it in silver with a silver color pencil. You can draw your Elder Futhark runes like I have done, or you can develop your own sigils and draw those, or take sigils from other people that have developed them and place that in your mojo bag. I've chosen to use Fehu to make it simple, and I've also chosen to make it, draw it in silver, just like the bag that I'm going to put it in. Now, for a lot of people, gold would represent abundance, money, and drawing money to you. But for me, silver is more striking, and I like silver more. So I have a greater connection to silver. So that's why I use the silver color pencil, and I'm using the silver bag. And this is parchment paper. You don't necessarily have to use parchment paper, but this is definitely something that I would recommend. It's different than regular paper. It absorbs things, and it resists things better. That's the best way I can describe it. So you have an option of using spell twine. If you don't know what spell twine is, look it up. But it's a twine where you can, while you're thinking of your intentions, you can knot it into various knots, or 1 knot, 2 knot, 3 knot, 4 knot, what have you. Or you can run it through the edge of your mojo bag, put holes, and run it around and pull that as a tie. But you want to place your intentions in every knot that you create in the spell twine. And you can honestly just shove. I'm not going to actually use it for this mojo bag, but you can, tie it all in knots and stuff, and then place it in the bag, or you can run it through the edge of whatever pouch or bag you're using. But like I said, we're not going to be using the spell twine today. So let's go ahead and combine everything together. So I've described what we're all using. Let's move everything off to the side that I'm not going to be using. Okay. So you want to put perhaps the heart of your mojo bag in the center of whatever sigil you draw on parchment, or whatever symbol, or it can even be a prayer or a saying. The heart of the mojo bag should be wrapped up in a way that it can kind of be the center. So you might not be using parchment. I could just toss this in the bag, but I've found that if I write a symbol or a rune upon parchment, and then place these two things, various segments of the heart of the mojo bag into the parchment, or even just dropping them in, it's more effective when you wrap it up, though. To be clear, this is the main piece of the heart of the mojo bag, and this selenite is really to aid the amplification of it. And I'm going to place that right there. Place the selenite in there. Just wrap it up. Squeeze it. Think about the money that I want to be drawn to my life. Maybe even visualize it within your head. And then we drop that into the mojo bag. Okay, now it comes the offering from the god, that is dedicated to the god, the saint, the goddess, or the spirit. I say, Saint Expedite, I offer you these pennies that you may allow this mojo bag to be successful. Amen. it up. This is the road opening herb. You could also use rosemary, and also I use mugwort in a lot of mojo bags. There's more options, but the road opening combination is very fruitful. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in there. Now, there's a common misconception that there needs to be a lot of any ingredient, but there really doesn't. So I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more in there. And I will speak into the bag and say, wealth, prosperity, abundance be mine. And then sprinkle this Florida water in there. Once again, you can use a number of things. It's going to be very, very fragrant and a little moist. And then you can start a Mojo Bag's life under your pillow. Just remember what it's for. Or you can put it under your bed. You can carry it as a talisman. Or if it's a little moist, you can hang it out to dry, because it does, it might have some kind of liquid libation in it. You can hang it to dry and then carry it as a talisman in your pocket. I usually carry my talismans in my pocket. So I'll probably hang this up to dry, and then I'll carry it as a talisman to draw money into my life. But yeah, this was a bit of an introduction video to the kind of, bags, magical boxes, and even individual runes that Kavita and myself will be making. We'll be making a lot of things like this. This is kind of like a sample of the kind of things we'll be making, and the kind of tutorials that we'll be putting in the Patreon and on YouTube. So just keep a lookout. Feel free to share this video. Look at the links in the summary section below. Thank you very much for watching, and all of you have a wonderful day.